So on today's episode of Calamity and Crew, we are talking about my $1 million idea, which is Bics out for Harambe, my new lighter that's coming out. Not really. We're also talking about...
self-defense, roundhouse poo kicks.
Yep, fantastic. And
We got the heart attack grill. Would you have a heart attack for some burgers?
find out on this episode of Calamity and Crew. I wanted to talk about the story that happened at work where I was taking a shit and I get a phone call from this woman, and she sounds very upset on the phone, and so I answer the phone, and I'm like mid-wipe. I'm like, hello? Who is this? And she's all like, oh my goodness, I didn't expect anybody to answer. And I was like, okay. And she's all like, this is my brother's phone number, and he passed away last year, and I haven't deleted it, and I don't remember what else she said. And so I was like, okay. And I'm still wiping my ass while she's telling me all of this information. And it's like right after lunch break, so I'm like, I need to get back to work. So I finish wiping, and I'm like, I do not want to hear this lady to hear the flush of the toilet. And so I'm sitting there, and I'm just like waiting for a good opportunity to slip in like the fact that I'm at work and I need to go for a second, and I can like, I'll be right back or whatever. And so she's like asking me personal questions like, where do you live, and like just stuff like that. But she's obviously grieving, but I don't know if she's drunk or not. She sounds like she might be a little hitting the sauce a little bit, you know? So I'm just listening, and I'm like giving the vaguest answers. And I'm like, yeah, I live in Colorado, you know, so and such, and blah, blah, blah. And then, I'm trying to remember what happened next. She talked to me for like a good like 15-20 minutes. And so I finally, she's asking me all these personal questions, and she's like, oh, where do you work? And I'm like, I'm actually at work right now. And I was like, I work, and I'm a machinist, and I run these big like grindstone machines that sharpen saw blades. And so I actually have to go for a second, and I mute. I flush the toilet and wash my hands super quick. Then I get back on the phone and talk to her some more about it, and she's just like, she tells me that her sister also passed away like last year too, and I'm like, that is terrible. Like, I feel so bad, you know? But I also have to get back to work. So I do not know this woman, and it just keeps going on, and I can't hear her because there's all these machines running in the background. And she's just like, well, I'll let you get back to work. I'm so sorry for interrupting, and so on. And I'm like, no, you're completely fine. I was like, I just really need to get back to work because I'll get in trouble, and, you know, so on and so forth. And so we finally hang up the phone, and then I get back to work, and then I tell Terry, my coworker, about it, and he tells me, he's like, what if she asks for you to pretend to be him? And I was just like, dude, I couldn't do that.
That's why she was asking all those personal questions.
Yeah, she was asking all. She's trying to get the fucking info on my life.
Trying to get a checklist. She's sitting there like, does he need it?
Is he like my brother enough that he can pretend to be him? And yeah, she's just like telling me, she's like, oh, I thought it was a dead number and so on and so forth. I didn't think anybody else had it, and I was like, nope, I got it. I was like, I got it. Sorry. And yeah, dude. But this phone number is the most recent phone number I have. Has had a lot of crazy shit. Like, call and text it. I've had a phone call where they were pretending to be, like, the county, like the sheriff's office, pretty much, and saying that they had a warrant for my arrest and other things like that.
Dude, I've had phone calls like that where they've said that like your social security card is like under like investigation. You need to go to the courthouse and like turn over information.
And so I'll actually like answer, and whenever they answer, and it's not a sheriff's voice. It is a telemarketer's voice, and you know what that voice sounds like. Yeah. Okay. He answers like, "Hello, my name is Araj. We have this warrant for your arrest." And I'm like, "Hey, I am recording this phone call, and it'll be sent to the police department as soon as you hang up." And then he hangs up, and I was mad, dude. I was so mad. I was like, I've never gotten a phone call that was like that before. Like threatening my arrest because of a warrant that was out, and I didn't take care of it.
And they wouldn't fucking call you. They just wait till they fucking saw you walk to the gas station and catch your ass.
Yeah, I was so mad, dude. I was so angry, and but it's funny looking back now. But whenever it happened, because I was so scared whenever they said it was like the warrant out for my arrest and so on, and I was just like, no way. I was like, I've not missed any court dates. I've been to every one, you know? So I was like, this is cap. Boom, get on the line with fucking Duder, and he's just like telling me all this bullshit. I was just like, not having it. Oh man. I'll tell like the extended warranty people too. I'll tell them like, yeah, I have like a Dodge Charger 2022 Interceptor chip and all. I was like, how much is that going to cost me? And they're like, click. It is so good, man. So good. I've had this chick text me like I was somebody else. And it was like, hey, are you and A coming for the 4th? And I was like, I don't think you think this... You don't know who this is. Like, this is not the person you think it is, or whatever.
I'm not that guy, pal.
I'm not that guy, pal. and so I'm like, she's like, what's your name? And so I was like, oh, you walked into it, you know? Like, this is a perfect opportunity. 21 Jump Street. My name is Jeb. I sent her the gif of Channing Tatum where he's like, my name is Jeb. And she's like, so you are who I want. And I was all like, no, dude. I was like, no, dude. Oh,
you're
my
like, damn,
gosh.
he would have done this shit too.
Oh, my gosh, dude. And then I went on to talk about, like, she's like, oh, well, we can be friends. And I was like, I don't think that my FBI agent would want me to have friends because I'm in WIT Pro, you know? And she says, like, well, it'd help with your cover. And I was like, yeah, it would help if I could stop strangling all of my friends. He just doesn't think it's a good idea. And then, yeah. They, like, sent me a picture of themselves and stuff. Dude, they were clothed. They were decent. But I was just like, why? Why would you send a stranger a picture of your face? You're a fucking psychopath. Like, you're asking for somebody to kidnap you. Yeah. Like, just asking for it. So, yeah, I stopped talking to that person. I was like, you're not worth the time.
See, I like the ones when, like, it's always, like, office people that try to get a hold of you, and they're all like, hey, Cindy, are you going to make it into the office? Like, last time it was some lady that worked in an orthodontist office, and they're all like, hey, I wanted to know if you could, like, cover my shift on Tuesday. Yeah, she was covering the shift, but she didn't know it.
But she didn't know she was covering the shift. You're like,
I got it. I'll cover the shift. Just do what you got to do. You know, we all work together here. We're a family at this job.
Oh my goodness, dude. No. Oh my goodness, dude. That is hilarious. Those are good, man. I love messing with people who just text my number. I did the neighbor number thing, you know, where you just like change the next number or the last number in your phone number to like the one next to or before it. And I think I got like a 13-year-old kid. I'm pretty sure of it. They sent me the weirdest memes I've ever seen in my life, dude. Like weird. It was like Oni-chan Luigi memes, dude. It was just weird.
Deep Reddit.
He was, yeah, dude. He had some deep memes.
It wasn't a 13-year-old. It was that motherfucker who ran the comic book shop from The Simpsons.
Bro, it is too. It's not that deep, guy. Honestly, it's not that deep, dude. If I have to like look up what the meme means, don't send it to me, please, please, dude. Do not want to look up what a meme means. I feel like a boomer. Oh my gosh, dude.
No, Zoomer. That's what it is.
Zoomer? It was definitely a Zoomer that texted me. I was just like, I do not understand these at all. But apparently he thinks they're fucking hilarious because he's a fan. Oh my gosh. He sent me a few good ones at the beginning. He was like testing my normie level or whatever, I guess. And then he just started sending weird ass ones, dude. And I was like, yeah, that's enough.
Yeah,
I was like, that's it.
He's like, oh, okay, this guy's normal. Fucking rude as day.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Well, no, he. I guess he thought I wasn't a normie because he sent me some fucking weird ass memes. Like, I'm telling you, like shit I didn't even understand references to, and I was just like, I can't be friends with you, dude. Like, you are on a different fucking level. I just can't do it, man. Just can't do it.
Really?
So,
Ow.
they, I was talking about that lady calling me, and while I was at work or on the way home from work one day, these two people had gotten into an accident, and dude, it was a crazy day. So I was driving Sam home. Yeah, he works with me, and I was driving him home, and a semi truck for the sheriff's department caught on fire. And we were like driving past as they had just taken care of the fire, and they were just like packing everything up to leave. And then there was a car accident like maybe 2 blocks up the road too, like a little fender bender. And we got stopped at red light traffic, dude. And Sam leaned out the window and he was just like, hey. He's like, I don't think you guys can park on the side of the road like that. Oh, dude. I was fucking cracking up, dude. That lady gave him the look of disgust like I've never seen before. Like, she wanted to rip him out of the car, dude. She wanted to rip him out of the car window. It was so good. Because he said it, and then the green light came, and we just left. And he just rolled the window up and fucking looked over at me. He's like, dude, that was fucking hilarious. Oh, man, dude. That was so good. So good, dude.
That's great. I'm doing that now.
Dude, I'm going to start doing that everywhere I go. If somebody gets into an accident or somebody gets pulled over, I'm going to be like, I don't think you guys can park there.
I'm not going to say it to the person who gets pulled over. Like, I'm going to intentionally get the cops' attention and be like, I don't think you guys can park here.
I'll be like, hey, I'll be like, officer, you should tell that guy he can't park there. You know?
Oh,
you gotta be careful with the words that you choose.
Right.
So, but don't like stop traffic or anything to do it. Like, just like if you gotta keep going at 65, just keep going at 65. But oh man, dude.
That's when you scream it.
Oh.
I don't think you can park.
No parking. Oh man. Oh man.
Speaking of cops and accidents, I thought there was like 3 or 4 on the way here.
Yeah? Really?
Yeah.
Dude, where at?
Oh, Lord, whatever this 25 is. Right on the end of 25, right before you turn into...
Oh, where all those little stores are and shit over there? Like where you
like
get on
all
Washington?
those, like almost every overpass had cops on it.
What?
Yeah.
What?
For like the last 3 or 4 that I went through.
Dude, there was something happening one day, and I was, I think I might have been walking somewhere or driving to Taco Palace for some carne asada street tacos, because Taco Palace is slaps, dude.
Taco Palace
That
slaps,
shit
but have you
busts.
ever had Taco Star?
No.
Taco Star's fire.
Taco Star is good? Have you heard,
Fire.
have you had Los Shays?
No.
Bruh. Whenever I lived up in GJ, I fucking had Los Shays all the time. Their carne asada fries, so good. But yeah, I was on the road for some reason, and I passed like 4 cops, all with their headlights turned off, dude, just like sitting at stoplights and like waiting. And it was like maybe like 12, anywhere from like 12 to 2 a.m. And I was not the car they were looking for, so I didn't get pulled over. But somebody did something that was that was big time. That was like a 3-star wanted level in GTA crime, you know. And also, we were driving home from work one day again, and some dude on a bike was like, he looked so weird, as in the sense of like the vibe check was off, you know.
Yeah.
The vibes were off.
Just completely out of place.
And he had like a fucking mask, like a balaclava mask, and no helmet, and he had a backpack on, and this motherfucker was zooming, and I think he ran a red light. So I was like, that motherfucker stole something. I was like, he is zipping. He's not zipping for no reason. He doesn't just run a red light. He was like fucking riding on white line and stuff, dude. He was getting it. So yeah.
He's Audi.
Yeah,
Audi 5000.
he was fucking. He's like, I just made a lot of money, or I'm almost gonna get fucked over. I need to go.
People have always got something going on though. Like, I hate drivers. Like, I was fucking parked up Thornton Parkway up here.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking, I'm sitting at the red light, come home from work. There's 2 Dodges in front of me, both the same model, like. And then there's a cop sitting at the light, like waiting to turn, like get on here. Some freaking this white shitty Chevy just comes barreling down the street. On the other side of the road, turns in, smashes into both of the Dodges in front of me. I'm sitting here just like, bro, like if he would have hit my car, like if he just straight T-boned the dudes. So like if he would have hit my car, I probably would have been fucked up. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? Like watching, dude, like wheels starts fucking wiggling on. Man just drags all the way down the street, pulls into some junkyard down there. Cop rolls up to see. Both the dudes hop out the Dodge, fine. I swear to God, the white dude in the Dodge in front of me, he just gets out, just goes to open his back door, which is like crunched, doesn't want to open, so he just reaches through his front door, grabs another white button-up shirt, and changes his shirt on scene. It was just hanging in his back window, too.
He just fucking pulled the costumes out, huh?
I was like, damn, bro, like, I could have died. And then just motherfuckers just out here driving like that. Like,
bro,
what's that dude doing? He drunk? He's running from something.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Whenever I lived up in the mountains, dude, there was some dude who was all methed out one night, and I was walking to the gas station, and he ran the red light and almost hit me and my girlfriend at the time, and oh, excuse me. And I throw my hands up, you know? I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And I'm like, turn around, look at the truck, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And this dude fucking whips around in the middle of the street and zips back, dude. And he fucking gets out. And the reason I don't know what was going on, but we were going to the gas station to get something to eat, and I had to take a deuce at the same time. And I was like, all right, 2 birds with 1 stone, you know? Gas station's got a bathroom. We'll just fucking crush it in there. So we're heading out, dude. And then all that shit happens. And he fucking whips around and comes back, dude, and he gets out, and he's all trying to bite me. And his girlfriend's in the car crying, and his kid's in the car screaming and crying, and this dude's jacked, dude. He's just like fucking, he was a pretty big guy, you know? He looked like he could probably beat some ass, and he was methed out or roided out, one of the two.
He's probably roided out if he was real.
And I was like turtle-headed, right? Like prairie dogging this dude. And this guy, he's fucking like yelling at me, and I'm yelling back at him, dude. And I have my phone in my hand because I was listening to music, and she grabs the phone out of my hand, my girlfriend at the time, and like pretends to dial 911, and like starts telling the license plate and shit. And he hops back in, and fucking dips out all fast. And she gives me back the phone, and I was like, thanks for doing that. Because if he would have hit me, I probably would have shit my pants. Like, he would have probably hit me pretty hard, and I can't hold it any longer.
Especially if he hit you, like, stomach shot.
Oh, dude, stomach? Done. I would have shit myself for sure, dude. That would have been rough.
I mean, I mean, if it would have happened, you only would have been hit once, because who's going to beat up on a guy that just shit his pants, you know?
Somebody that's roided out, pissed
bro,
off.
I would have fought him too. I would have fought him too with shit in my pants. I would have been like, I can't fall down. I can't fall down. If I fall down, it's all over. You know?
If you move too much, it's all
Oh,
over.
dude. If it falls down my pant leg, whatever, I'll fucking fling it off my shoe at him, you know?
Yeah, you used to like cake flies out your pant
Like
leg.
a fucking karate move, dude. Fucking flick that bitch.
Roundhouse poofling.
Yeah, sure. Fucking
Just
kick
gain a
it.
projectile mid-match.
Oh, man. Man, dude. Yeah, so thankful that didn't have to happen, because he would have been scarred for life.
For sure.
Oh, man, dude.
His girlfriend locks him out the truck like, no, you smell like shit.
She's like, oh, we gotta leave. We just gotta go. Oh, man. Well, speaking of being traumatized for life, I, being the idiot that I am, went to Boondocks with a few of my friends, and we started placing bets on the go-kart rides. like on the random people that were there.
Oh, no! Oh, that's the best bets.
Dude, we did it 3 times, and I bet the first time it was mid-race, and he just like insta-grabbed the person who was already in first, and there's just no way he's gonna lose, you know? And so I was like, fuck. So I was like, I gotta grab somebody close that looks like they're passing a lot of people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I grabbed the right person, he made it up to second. It was just me and him at the beginning, and he fucking won, you know? Of course he did, you know? He won like, I think he won like $2 or $3 off me. We kept it small, nothing.
Yeah.
I think it only got up to like $11, and we had like 5 people betting, so... The second time, I picked the kid that was in 3rd place, and he crushed it. He crushed it for the first, like, 2 laps. He was zipping, passing everybody, got into 1st place. Then this fucking grown... This kid was, like, 13, with glasses and all. And this grown woman with, like... She was definitely a lesbian, for sure. Definitely a lesbian. She just fucking pits this kid, and fucking, they both end up getting jammed into the wall together, dude. And he gets stuck, and they both get put in last. And he just, it was it. That was over for me. So I lost because of that. And then we betted on our own, and of course, so the dude at the beginning was in our group. So we had, I think, 5 or 6 people with us. And the first dude in our lane, because you know how they line you up in the 2 lanes with the go-karts and back to back?
Yeah.
In our lane was A, and then a few other people in front of me. I think like 1 person in front of me, and then me, and then random people. And then it was like C on the other lane in front, and then everybody behind everybody else of my friend group behind him, and then random people. And so we had bet on this one. This one was for the $11. Whoever won the race gets the pot, you know?
Yeah.
And so we start. C's lane goes first, and it was kind of just like wishy-washy. Whoever's lane gets to go first. So C's lane goes first, and our lane goes after. And A's cart broke down when we were supposed to leave the line, and we got stuck behind him forever.
Damn.
So I've come to the conclusion that C fixes go-kart races at Boondocks for a living. He is the broker. He is the bookie. He is the referee. He's all of them. He is the law
He's the
around
Palpatine.
Boondocks. Okay? He fucking makes all the rules. Nobody gets to win except for him. Fucking asshole.
My guy's just playing Palpatine on the bed.
Oh yeah, dude. He's like, I am the Senate.
I am the council.
Oh, dude. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm very upset about that. Let's see. But we played bowling afterwards, and I bowled like a 124 or something like that. And I haven't bowled in like 5 years, so I actually think that's pretty good for not bowling in 5 years.
I haven't bowled. I think the last time I bowled was on Wii Bowling.
Yeah. Dude, the last time that I went bowling was, I think, in Grand Junction in the mountains, dude. Yeah, for bachelor party. I think for a bachelor party. So that was fun. It was a good time.
Bowling alley like right over here. Is that
Yeah,
shit open?
but I think that guy's kind of a douche
I was like, that's what I heard from when I used to.
because
work.
he's like a league guy and he only likes league people to play. So fuck that guy. Who's that guy? I think he is the Big Lebowski. What a nerd. You're not the dude.
I wonder if I can get Wii Bowling on the Switch.
Probably.
I mean,
Maybe.
the
Actually,
little
probably
things
not.
work like nunchucks, so
Yeah, you probably won't be able to though.
probably not.
To get a
Unfortunately,
Wii. Yeah, sad.
it's okay. I got Zelda. That's all I need.
Oh man, dude. So, how is the Switch? Is it worth the money?
Yeah, I mean, depends on the games you want to play. Like they fucking put Apex on the Switch. That was garbage. I will say for a minute though,
That's a questionable decision on
kinda-
their part.
30 FPS. It didn't. I'm telling you, it was horrible. But the aim assist that they gave the Switch was so broken, dog. I was dropping like 3K every match.
Oh my
just
goodness.
Running through. I was like, because it wouldn't show unless it was you were on the team. You didn't know what somebody was on. So I made my name. I was on a Switch. I was like, I want you to know you're being shit on by somebody on a Switch right now. Like,
Oh my gosh,
30
dude.
FPS warrior out here.
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, I feel ya. That's horrible though. That is horrific.
But the fucking, I mean, honestly, in my opinion, it's worth it for the Zelda games and like all just like the puzzle games and shit. Like, it's for sure worth
What
it.
about Smash Bros? Worth?
Smash, it's worth. But I'm telling you now, unless you're
Kids
gonna
are
sit,
sweaty.
I was like,
bro.
unless you
I
gotta
know
sit here and
kids
put
are
on a suit
sweaty.
and like turn your AC to 120, then don't play online.
Dude.
That shit's not fun.
Yeah, I know. I've seen people play online, and I'm like, wow, you guys are nerds.
It's like I saw this video the other day. Some dude, he was like, "You ever just see somebody and know they're fucking good at Smash?" And it's like the
Dude.
whole time he's just roasted this man. He came out, he was like, "Oh no, I got it." He's like, "I see the fit. He's got the sweatshirt on, the basketball shorts." He's like, "Gotta check the shoes. If the shoes are clean, he might have other hobbies." He looks down, motherfucker lifts his foot up, and half the sole of his shoe flaps
no,
and hits
dude.
the ground.
You're about to
He's
get
like, "No." He's like, "These niggas got a specific type of must to them."
Oh man, dude. Yeah, I Smash is just a different beast, dude.
Yeah, it is.
And fucking Sam wants me to join a Mortal Kombat tournament. It's like the Colorado League tournament.
That's a different story, okay? Like
I
Mortal
might be
Kombat?
good, but it's Mortal Kombat on the NES.
Oh, that's a
It's the
different
first.
story.
I think it's like the first or second Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, you finna get shit on by somebody sitting there with a pad, like.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
Somebody
thinking.
who's been playing the game for like 20 years straight.
Yeah, like I've never stopped.
I'm thinking that's probably what's gonna happen.
See, I was like, if they had a Colorado tournament for like Injustice, I'd go play.
But I don't think like combos probably aren't that hard to learn for the first game or the second
Honestly,
game.
probably not. They're probably.
Whoa! Oh, fireworks! I was like, dude, is that a comment? Is that the fucking end of the world?
This man's like, he said, "Oh shit, it's Battlefield 6."
Oh man, dude, here it is. I fucking was waiting on.
2042 released early.
Oh no, dude! In real life, it's like fuck virtual reality, you know. So now we're gonna listen to the fireworks popping in the background. So, if you didn't know, happy 4th of July, everybody!
Happy 4th.
Good Freedom Days all around. Hopefully, by the time this comes out, we are gonna postpone the next episode of Calamity and Crew. I will be in vacation town.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll be kicking it at the lake with some jet skis and some tubes. Hopefully, it'll be a good time. So.
That sounds fun as hell.
Yep, can't wait for that. So if we don't post another episode on next Monday, that's the reason. It's because I'm gone. Yeah. So what are you guys planning for 4th? What do you guys got going on?
I don't got anything.
Nothing.
Honestly, I don't even know what day the 4th was this year.
The 4th is gonna be Sunday.
It's a Sunday.
It's gonna be Sunday.
I'll
Actually, I have
probably
it off. That's
stream a little
impressive.
bit and then
Stream a little
I don't
bit.
know, something else.
Something else.
Yeah.
Get some fireworks, maybe. Some
Yeah.
firecrackers.
Probably go eat all my sister's food.
Oh yeah, that's always good. Does she barbecue and stuff?
I don't know.
Probably.
It doesn't matter.
You should
I'm just
you
gonna
should
show
hint,
up and eat her
you
food.
should hint at it. You should be like, hey, What you doing for the 4th?
Oh, I guarantee
You know?
I don't even talk to her. I'll just hit up her husband and be like, "You trying to barbecue on the 4th? I'll bring beer."
Yeah.
We're like, "Yep."
He's boom, done. You're in there, bro.
Easy.
You're in there, dude. So yeah, that'll be fun. It'll be fun. What do you got
Sleep
going
and
on?
gaming for me.
Sleeping, gaming.
Sleep and gaming.
You need to go get some fireworks and pop them off.
Oh yeah, but those cost money.
Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. But you have a job, so you can go get some fireworks.
Yeah, but not with the way Bill's lined up.
Oh shit, the
Yeah.
bills.
Yeah, Bill's lined up and takes both of these next checks.
Yep, he's like he's like the way that my banking account works.
Yeah.
I gotta check into the savings. It takes like a lot of days, for it to transfer
3 to
between
5 days to transfer from your check.
business days, and it's the weekend, so it's gonna be a long time.
Yeah, it's about 3 to 5 business weeks.
Yeah,
Right.
it's just, and then 4th of July, it's just not a good day, you know.
Yeah.
He's all like, it's just not a good time.
It'll get there on the 10th.
Yeah. Speaking of that, my phone bill is due on the 4th of July, so I need to pay that before I leave, because if I don't, I will not have phone service.
That would be bad. Very
Yeah.
bad.
That's a thing. Bills.
Yeah, I fucking hate bills.
Yep.
I was like,
Yep.
parents' condom had to break in fucking '99, and now I'm here paying bills. It's
Yeah.
not my fault.
It's like like lemon grab, dude. Whenever that fucking shit's popping off in Adventure Time, and he just hands Princess Bubblegum the note. He's just like, unmake me. Just do it already. And fucking yeah, I texted my mom. I was like, remember when you said you brought me into the world and you can take me out of it? I was like, I'm ready. It's time. It's time.
Return to sender.
Yeah, that's it. That's a call quits on this one.
See, what feels like that? Like they could do it, but it's like that episode of Family Guy where you just get completely rewinded all the way back to the womb. Like Stewie, he's all like, "I forgot what kind of crib I had to be here." He had a pool table and that shit. He's like, "I was living nice."
Oh man, that's great. He's like the man in white. Oh man, so good. So good.
You use way more of your mouse pad than I do.
Yeah, oh yeah, I use a lot of my mouse pad. Helps with the aiming. And I shave my arm because it's more aerodynamic that way. So whenever I'm flicking, there's not as much air
Get a
drag.
bit of Vaseline put on there.
Yeah. I spray it down with Pam before I play. So it's nice and slick.
Especially, is your skates still fucked up on there?
No, I fixed it. I'm fucking legendary, dude.
Hell yeah.
Fucking legendary.
Yeah, it's like the mouse I would have brought you is not the same, and it's not even the same size. Like
Oh,
that's
no.
definitely about the size of the mouse I have now.
Okay, yeah. I want to get the Logitech G Pro here. The G Pro, yeah, the wireless. I'm so sick of having all these wires.
Yeah, it's like mine's optional. I think I got to use a wire to charge it, but
Mhm.
if it's fully charged, like literally it was yesterday. I was like, damn, I haven't charged my mouse in like a week. Like I wonder when it's gonna die. Mid-match,
Oof,
I'm like,
dead.
what's going on? I'm like, fuck, where's the cord?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
When's it gonna die? Right.
I was all like, is my game crashing? No, I can move. Like, oh shit.
You're like, oh, my
I was
mouse
like-
is dead.
I looked down, I was like, oh, it's not blinking colors anymore, it's just red. That's dead.
Red equals dead, brother. Yeah.
I should get Red Dead 2.
Yes, you should. That is a
Yeah,
fantastic game. That is a great
I've been
game.
playing through all these story mode games.
Mm-hmm.
About to play World War II. Or, well, Battlefield 5.
Battlefield
World War
5.
II.
Yeah. Do they even have campaign? I think they replaced campaign with the fucking firefight mode.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's a campaign. I hopped in and just played some multiplayer and decided I still don't like their multiplayer.
Yeah,
It's
Battlefield
not
5
really
is
like-
ass though,
like-
and you should play Battlefield 4 is a good one. Great multiplayer on that.
I miss Bad Company was the best multiplayer.
Bad Company was very fun game. Very fun game. The good old days, dude.
Never got to play Bad Company.
Really?
Yep.
That's a game you should check out. It still
Yeah, it's still pretty
still
good.
stands up. Still stands up pretty good today.
Definitely. I'd say it's pretty good. It came out, wasn't it around like Black Ops 2 when it came out?
I think so, dude.
I
It
feel
was
the
like it was
first Black
like-
Ops.
it was on the Xbox 360 for sure.
Yeah,
I feel like it was right before. Because, like, I remember my uncles getting it and playing it, but I never really...
It was before
Yeah.
2013 because I think that's when the
Yeah, I was
Xbox
like,
One
I
came
think I
out.
was like 10 when I got.
Yeah, same. And I got lucky because it was only rated T for teens, and so my grandma was all like, "Yeah, that's fine, you can have it." And I was like, "Oh yes,
Every
let's go,
game that
baby."
Dog, my uncle was walking me in the room playing. We'd be playing Halo, and he's all talking to me like, "Yeah, Cortana's hot." Huh? I'm like, "Bro, what are we like?
What
I'm
are you
just
talking
trying to
about?
just
This
a
is
kid,
just a-
like, you're
this is a
50-year-old
cartoon, dude.
I'm 12, my
This is a
guy.
cartoon.
Like,
But she like kids, kind of.
I mean, I can't deny like game recognized game.
Yo, it's for real, dude, for real. But yeah, those are just timeless classics, man. The new Halo that's coming out,
That's gonna be so much fun.
I'm excited. Can't wait. Cannot wait. The good old days, dude. There was a time we had this big old LAN party at my grandma's house. We had like 4 TVs and like 4 Xboxes all connected with Ethernet cables through the house, and like 16 people were playing. It was fucking
man.
awesome, dude. It was so good. My uncle brought all of his friends over and shit, and then it was me and my brother playing and shit. It was great. It
I
was
just remember
great.
going down to the fucking library down here and playing just all the kids. Every week we'd have to reinstall Halo because they'd uninstall Halo from the computers.
Yeah,
Just
dude.
reinstall it and just sit there for hours. And
Dude, at school, I was actually one of the people that figured out how to get Happy Wheels to work. Because I just downloaded, it was Hotspot Shield, the VPN. That shit was
Yes, that was-
fire, dude. And it blocked Sonic Wall so fast and so easy. And so we were just like, fucking bet, dude. We can play whatever we want practically on this bitch. Because you couldn't even get on like YouTube anymore at one point. And so I was like, fuck you guys.
yeah, they had your shit locked down.
Yeah, bro, they were
Yeah.
just like nothing good, dude. So fucking figured that shit out. It was great. It was great, dude. We were playing Happy Wheels, and then this one kid fucking figured out how to put Halo, the custom edition. It was like the first one, but it was like a little bit tweaked, so you could get like modded maps and stuff, and it was for the PC. And that was probably the first PC game that I ever played at school. And it was like a real PC game. And he started charging people like $20.
Oh yeah, that's a business.
Dude, he was fucking raking in the dough because every fucking computer at school had that shit on there. Even laptops at point had fucking like, and they had the shitty little trackpads or like the little fucking little cursor ball in the middle of the
Yes.
keyboard, you know, like the Chromebook shit. And so, like, people were even playing Halo with that shit, dude. And still, like, it was fucking wild. It was wild, dude. You'd have like fucking like 14, 15 player lobbies going all times, dude. Like, you get computer lab one day, you just hop on, like, I wonder who's playing Halo right now. You get on chat, fucking, yo, who's in here? And it'd be like, yo, Duck's in here, like, just like Nestor or someone else.
Yeah, just
somebody
all the
else.
names.
Just like, you're like,
You're
oh,
like, damn,
fuck
the
it.
whole class in
The
here.
whole squad, bro. You fucking start fragging out. And then, like, bro, if you were good at Halo at school, people were, like, in shock, dude, in shock. And I was, like, top fragging every game, dude. I was like, these kids can't step to me. I'm like, I'm a gamer. You guys just, you fucking, you know, I was born in the darkness, and you were fucking...
That's how it was before I started playing fucking like Call of Duty and shit online. Like fucking 10 playing Black Ops 2 with all the kids in school. Fucking, I'm first time I just dropped. I think I hit like 60 kills, no death, just running around just all the lobbies. And I was like, that's not.
So
I was
good.
like, that's. It's not good now. Like especially playing against kids that are fucking like 10 ball kids at school. Like, I don't know if I really want to play with you anymore.
Dude, that's how it always is.
All my siblings, that was when they all stopped playing games too. Freaking Halo, my sister, we're playing on Valhalla. She's all jumping up and down on the rock. I just pulled out the sniper from underneath. I just sat there and waited for her. She jumped up, clicked her head, and she just put the controller down, and I've never seen her play a game since. Like,
Sometimes you just gotta let people win so that way they can enjoy the
I know,
video
but
game.
when I was a kid,
You were just
I
like,
was
I'm
like-
shitting on kids. You're like, it doesn't matter who.
and then I played the
Anybody
Looney
can get
Tunes
it.
game on fucking Wii, and that was the first time I experienced rage. That shit made me so mad off of one fucking jump. And it was stupid. Like, this is a kid's game, and I'm looking it up on YouTube, and the jump is like, you gotta run, jump, like, hit his attack, double jump, do like a pan spin. I'm like, how am I supposed to make this?
Were you
jump?
trying to get to like a secret area? In the
No,
game? It was
I
just,
was
to
just trying to
the
progress
game.
the story, dog. I never finished that game.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's like Dark Souls, man. Because like I played the beginning of Dark Souls 2, and I didn't know what was a tutorial or not. And there's a part at the beginning where you're supposed to go like through, and I don't know if it was really the beginning. I think it might have been like halfway through the game. But you have to go through these fucking giants. And you can either run past them, not fast enough, or or you can fucking fight them, not strong enough. So you just lose all the time. And so I would get to the last dude, and then I'd open up the door and fight the boss, or try to, and he would just fucking mollywop my shit every time. I just stood no chance, dude. And I just was like, I don't understand how to win. So I'm not fucking playing this game anymore for a while.
Honestly, that's probably when I decided. I was like, I'm just playing multiplayer games because it was easier to beat other kids than it was to beat the computer sometimes. Like,
yeah, it really is like that, dude. Like, Doom Eternal is extremely hard on ultraviolence. Like, it's probably not as hard as I make it, but I'm fucking like stubborn, so I'll just keep doing the same thing even if I know I can't beat it, because I'm like, I could fucking beat it. Like, I'll get close and then I'll lose at the end and I'll be like, oh, I fucking almost had it, so I'll try it 10 more times, you know, no problem. And no, so I just decided like, yeah, I just need to fucking leave and come back to it later whenever I'm stronger and more beefed up. So yeah, games are hard sometimes, dude.
yeah, like, especially when you're trying to progress the story, like Remnant of the Ashes. I don't want to go back and grind, but like, I cannot reach the Undying King right now.
You're like, I need fucking equipment because I'm too weak.
I need better shit.
Dude, yeah, fucking A. But it's hard, dude. Hard gaming's hard. Fucking. All right. So it's late. I'm tired. So forgive the fucking slow thought process. There was something else that I wanted to talk about, but I don't really remember. So, yeah, does anybody have anything that they want to talk about? No?
I just kind of want to talk about the hard game that I've been into lately, Dark Alliance. It has me hooked in a different way. The Dungeons and Dragons game.
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought that game was fucking dog water.
It's dog water because of the glitches and bugs.
Okay, so
like,
cyberpunk issues?
Yeah, like I literally jumped onto a log and got stuck and couldn't move.
Oh, that's fucking...
Had to restart the entire mission.
That's fun and interactive gameplay. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, real fun and interactive. I was in there for 30 minutes, got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You lose everything when you lose the mission. Yes. Yeah, so all of the items...
Are you playing on the hardest difficulty?
No, because the way that they have it set up is that the difficulties are scaled based off your gears, or not based off your gear
level
score, but you have to have like gear scores to make it like easier.
Mm-hmm.
The higher difficulty you go. So like right now I have like 1700 power, so I have it whited out up to difficulty 3, which is like 1500 power.
Okay. No.
Barely past difficulty 2, which is 1250.
Oh man, because I thought you were like you told me you were like, don't play enemies one shot you.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, sick.
I literally completed 2 missions at difficulty 1, and I was at like 1483 or something like that. And I was like, I'm like right at that difficulty gear score mark to try difficulty 3. So I was like, I'm gonna try it. Everything one shot. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll go to difficulty 2, try that out, because I'm like 200 gear score over what the minimum is for that. And I was like, all right, cool. I killed a couple of things, get to one of like the elite monsters, one shot. And I was like, okay, I guess we're going back to difficulty 1.
Yeah, I did. Oh, and for those who don't know, this is also what we'll be talking about. It's just fucking random stuff, whatever comes up, gaming, anime, things of that nature. Social interactions, just whatever happens, whatever feels like it's worthy of being spoke about. So, if you don't like the gaming stuff, then sorry, because it's probably gonna happen a lot. If you don't like anime, sorry. It's just is what it is. So
And honestly, in today's day and age, like, if they're watching this podcast and if
They
you don't like
you should
anime
know what
or
you're getting
gaming,
into. You should know what
then,
you're getting
like,
into.
Yeah. For
But I just disclaimer: if you don't like the gaming stuff, then you probably should find a new podcast because this is going to be something that gets talked about regularly on the
Regularly.
show. So, but we'll also have very funny stories about our life happenings, like the time I put spicy mustard on my friend's straw in New York City. So we were in New York for a class trip, and we went to this burger shop someplace in Times Square, and it was pretty good. Like, the burgers were not bad, but he went up to go to the restroom, and it was me and two other guys at the booth. So there's three of us sitting there, and I saw this video on YouTube, I think, because I was like, what's a good, like, I don't know. You're young. I was like maybe 13 at the time, so I was like, funny practical jokes or something. And so this dude showed me that you could take the corner off of a ketchup packet, stick the bottom end of the straw into the ketchup packet, put it through the lid, and then the drink, close it up like it's just normal again, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, yo, nice. And I'm like in a panic. Like, there's a bomb about to go off, and I'm like, which wire do I cut? Because I'm looking around, and I don't see anything that's like liquid enough to
like
just
get
like
sucked up with the straw.
yeah.
Like.
And so I was just like, fuck it, dude. Spicy hot mustard. Grabbed it, ripped the thing off, fucking did it all quick. Boom. As soon as I put the cup back down, he walks out of the bathroom, he sits down, and everybody's kind of just looking at each other, and I'm just like, guys, like, everybody knows, you know?
Yeah.
Fucking keep it cool, don't laugh about anything weird. So he fucking sits down and he fucking eats like some burger and shit, and we just start talking about some bullshit. And he fucking reaches for the cup, takes a drink, but nothing comes out. So he's just like, he's like, looks at his drink all weird. He's like, what the fuck? And everybody looks at each other all sus, you know? We're like, oh fuck,
like,
he's
oh,
on
shit.
to it, you know? He knows what's up.
He knows.
And he fucking just goes back for another one, and I'm like, oh, this has got to be it. And he fucking sucks that whole packet of spicy hot mustard into his mouth, dude. And the look of horror on this guy's face is just hysterical, dude. And everybody at the table is cracking up. We're in tears, and this kid is just like, he's like eating the mustard because there's nothing to do.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
He's just he has to eat the mustard, and because we're in New York in a crowded restaurant, he's just like, oh no, dude. He's like trying to play it cool. He's just like making the fucking stank face, you know, just eating this fucking mustard. And oh, dude, he fucking finally he swallows the mustard, opens the cap on it, and he's like, oh, dude. He's like, that's so messed up. And I was like, that is funny. That is what that is. That is hilarious, dude. I got you so good with that. I was like, it was fantastic, dude. So good. So good. And yeah, so my motto for practical jokes now is confuse, don't abuse. That's the best motto to go by. Like,
That's fair.
just make them wonder if this is a simulation or not. You know, is real life real or not? That is the best kind of practical joke to pull on somebody. Like, if I were to do one now, I'd take a lot of time and planning into it, but I think it would probably be something like the end of the world, you know, prank. Get like a few people in on it, like the neighbors or something, and get them to like leave their clothes laid out in just a regular spot. And when like my girlfriend comes home from work and she comes into the house and she looks, and there's just my clothes laid out in the chair, like I was like sitting here playing games or something, and then she goes to the neighbor's house to check and see if I'm there, and then our clothes are all laid out, dude, and all the cars are still parked there and shit, dude. That would be fantastic.
Then you got
Just
in the trunks of the
God.
cars. There's just some clothes laid out. You're just like everywhere.
Dude, well, like where like places where people wouldn't like normally be, you know, like so like get Clayton in on it, you know, her brother, and fucking have him lay his shit out in his bed, his daily outfit or whatever, lay it out in the bed like he was laying there watching videos on his phone or something. And then mine would be in the chair. Fucking the neighbors is in their bed and stuff like that. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Makes it look like y'all just gone.
Yeah, like apocalypse happened and she got left behind or something, you know, just like something like, oh my gosh, dude. Oh, that would be fantastic. That would be so good.
Put them VR headset. Freaking. See, I was like, if people didn't touch their face so much, it would work better. Like
What?
Like you just like
a VR headset?
Just like if you prank somebody, like you're saying, confuse, don't abuse. Like you just like.
Put
say,
something like
kid, like,
on
say,
their when they're
you're
sleeping or something.
Like yeah, like you like prank Clayton. You take him, put on a VR headset, and then all around him, like it's the actual world ending or something.
Oh, like
you got
meteors falling down.
Yeah, you got their arms
shit.
strapped like they're stuck or something.
Right.
They can't move. They're
Right.
just like,
That would be hilarious, dude. There was that one where they like replaced. They had like a fake window and it's like a like interview room, I guess. It was like an office room, and they had this fake window with a TV behind it, and it was like this nice backdrop of like a city. And then it like switches to the end of the world, like everything's just crashing down, like meteors falling from the sky and stuff. And they got like 6 or 7 people with that thing, dude. It was hilarious. People were freaking out, because they're just like sitting there looking at the window, and they see all this shit happening behind them. And they like try to get out and shit. The door's all locked, and dude, it's so good. It's so good. They're all
that'd be a good
banging on
escape
shit.
room or something.
Yeah, that'd be fucking wild, man. Wild.
Oh yeah, that would definitely be wild.
Yeah, for sure.
There'd be people shitting their pants.
Oh yeah.
They need a cleanup crew every time.
Crying on themselves, dude.
He was like, I was watching this video earlier. Freaking had nothing to do, but like just because I was thinking like something like that. Like people could go to the extremes and like you're all like, oh, the world is ending. I can't get out. Like somebody get scared, have a heart attack, freaking.
Oh, like a
like,
medical issue happens or something.
Like somebody
dude.
freaking.
Oh
just,
man.
See, there's this restaurant called the Heart Attack Grill.
Oh man.
And this dude is straight up. He was in his interview, and my God, like they're like, how many people have had a heart attack where we're sitting in the restaurant? And the dude's like, 3 people have had a heart attack in this room alone. And he's like, listen, I just want you to know, it's good for business. And I'm gonna say it again. It's good. Like, just, my man just owns. And it's like, this whole restaurant is wild, dude. They got like a whole scale set up, and if you walk in there and you weigh over 350 pounds, your meal's free. So then they got bitches with their stomach hanging down to their knees, getting on the scale, weighing at like 450.
Oh my god.
And then motherfuckers are in there clapping, dude. Like, yay, you get them, like.
Oh my gosh, dude. There's a whole fucking feed on Reddit about that shit. Like a feeder and like a eater, or like, I don't know what they call them, dude. It's like a feeder and something else, but it's just like fat people asking other people to feed them until they eat to death.
I mean, okay, yeah, like I believe.
Yes,
like,
the objective is to get as big as possible. There was a dude who had to be lifted out of his house with a crane.
Yeah, I've heard of that dude
with
before.
A crane.
See,
dude.
like I've said, like
because he died in his bed and he had to be lifted out of his fucking house with a crane, dude.
See, I mean, like, I feel like at that point, if you let yourself go that far, like if I ever reached to the point where I couldn't walk, like if I ever let myself go that far and I couldn't walk, at that point I'm just going for a world record. Like I'm setting something at that point. Like I'm gonna go for a world record. I'm not.
I like the attitude. I like the confidence.
It's not.
You're like fucking go for fucking broke. Like, you know what I mean?
Like fuck it, my name's going down in a book.
Like, at least something. I'm gonna get remembered for something, bitch.
Not no TLC catalog.
Oh man.
And I'm gonna be on a 600 pound life. I'm gonna have my own show.
Wild, dude. Wild.
See, bum, start working out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Nice.
And work. I'm gonna go look like Yasuke.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fucking ripped, dude. Let's get it, dude. Get so big that you have to turn sideways to walk through doors. Get so fucking ripped.
Nah, see, I want to get like, get mad muscles. Like, I just like at this point I feel like I'm big enough and I probably have excess skin if I lost all my weight, so I'm just gonna lose it and then just fill it with muscle.
Gain muscle mass.
Yeah,
yeah. Dude, if you do that, you're probably gonna be so big that you gotta turn sideways to get through doors.
Yeah.
Your shoulders are gonna get fucking big, dude. Big. You'll look like a fucking bodybuilder.
But that's okay.
Stay away from the water supplements like creatine and stuff like that because it adds water weight, and so if you don't keep working out and using it, you lose it faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, because it gives you energy and stuff. So. Yeah. Crazy, dude. And horrible segue time. Are work naps better than regular naps at the house?
I've never had a work nap.
You've never taken a work nap.
Never taken a work nap.
It's the only time I've ever napped. Like I can't.
Really?
Nap
So
at
you
home.
don't have any experience with naps at home?
Like the only experience I have with naps at home is when I was like 11, after like the whole family went swimming, and then you ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with some like Doritos on it, and then you just pass out after.
Peanut butter and jelly with Doritos?
Bro, that shit. Whatever chips were available. You tell me you ain't
What?
never put chips on a peanut butter? And
No,
jelly
I've
sandwich?
never put chips
Not
on.
on
you're-
a peanut
If
butter.
if I
missing out.
no, bro,
You're telling me that you haven't just like you're
Oh,
eating
pause.
peanut butter or something, and you don't, and you want some salt,
pause.
like
Pause. Peanut butter is salty. That's the
Okay.
whole thing.
but
Okay.
it's not, like-
Okay, pause. Pause. Okay, peanut butter is the salty part. I can understand the crunch. That's why you get crunchy peanut butter. And then you get jelly. And you do not desecrate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich
I'm telling
with
you,
cheesy
I am,
Dorito chips.
I'm telling you, I am not alone. That
Oh,
all
I bet
kinds
you're
of
not alone, and
motherfuckers
all
out
the
there
people
just
who
be
agree with
putting
you are
chips
wrong. All the people who agree with you are wrong.
I'm just telling
Okay.
you cannot until you try it. Just put whatever kind of chip.
Okay, I will
Like-
try it. I will try it for your
Like I'm
sake.
just saying, it
but
doesn't
I'm
specifically
telling
have to
you.
be Doritos. I'm just saying whatever chip like that you would want.
If
to
I
put
end up
on,
in
like,
the emergency room, you're paying my bill.
my guy, if you end up in the emergency room because of that, I'm a spokesman for the heart attack grill.
Oh
It's good
my
for
gosh,
business.
dude! Oh my gosh, and that's full circle, ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow! Holy cow, dude! Oh, dude, that is horrific. Fucking Doritos on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah.
No, no, dude. But I will try chips on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich,
Yeah.
and I will text you immediately and send you a video of me throwing it in the garbage where it belongs.
I expect my apology when it slaps.
Oh, dude, if it slaps, dude, I will personally send you a voice message apologizing from the deepest parts of my
Need
heart.
a video on Twitter.
From the deepest parts of my heart, dude. So, no experience with work naps and no experience with home naps.
Yeah.
So, I have experience with both quote, unquote, fake quotation marks, because a nap at home is never a nap. It is a full fucking sleep. I go to bed. I do not nap. I will say, come home, stay up until 6 o'clock, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to take a 2-hour nap, wake up at 8 o'clock, stay up until 10, go back to sleep. I will wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning every time. As soon as I go to bed at 6 o'clock, I am waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, I have just ruined my day. Because by the time 8 o'clock rolls around, I am very tired again. And now I'm fucked because my day has started and I cannot go back to bed. So, but work naps, where I make my lunch in the microwave, eat that in less than 5 minutes, and then go sleep in my car for the rest of the 42 minutes or whatever I have left, are fantastic. And artists and Renaissance men of their day and their knowledge, they have spoken on this, where they will hold a paintbrush in their hand and they will fall asleep. And whenever they drop the paintbrush and it hits the ground, they'll hear the sound and they'll wake up. And they say that it kind of like kickstarts the brain again, because you get that small micro rest and you get a boost of energy you can think clearer and you come up with more ideas.
Yeah, it's like,
And I can actually get behind that because the more I have, and now I do this fucking almost every 5 days of the week. Fridays are different. We get lunch from work, so we stay and eat there. But for the most part, I will eat a small lunch or a big lunch. It doesn't matter. I can eat very quickly. And so you eat it now, taste it later, folks. So
yep.
I will eat and then go sleep in my car, and I will set an alarm for the end of whatever because I do not fall asleep right away. It takes me about 10 to 15 minutes to fall asleep, and so I'll fall asleep, and then usually I'll wake up before my alarm because I know I'm at work and I need to wake up anyway. So I'll sleep for like a good 20 minutes, 20 or 25 minutes, and then I'll wake up, and I feel very rested. And a huge boost of energy. It is very good. Have you any experience with that?
Yeah, like
with your work naps?
Yeah, it's like every time you go on break and you just take that nap and you come back because it's like there's always been studies about it saying like because think about it, like all the way back in time when humans before it's not like in the fucking like in the Disney's Croods movie where they were like they'd all tucked away in a cave for the night and slept a whole night till the morning.
Oh.
They slept when they got the chance, and they were awake 90% of the time.
Oh,
like most
interesting
people,
prospect. I've never heard that before.
Like, most people, like, think about it, like, most animals, like, it's not like you don't see a cat, they very rarely, it's like domesticated cats that'll sleep a whole 8 hours or something.
Right.
90% of animals just take micro naps and live, and then you learn when you're sleeping. So, like...
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah,
Does
so,
it
like,
help
your brain,
process information?
Like, you process more information, especially like when you go to sleep and you're thinking about something like you were learning to like say like you're studying for a test or something. And you're like all you're thinking about is that, and you pass out doing it, and then you come back and you do really good. Like you just pick up and remember more things while you're sleeping and you're thinking about it. That's why people say like they'll play like language learning stuff while they're sleeping.
Yeah, so they can
learn the language easier.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I might have to try doing that because I've been trying to learn Russian and I just fall off. I was on Duolingo for a few months and I learned a little bit, but I just fell off.
I heard Duolingo is just trash. Like for most things, just the order that it teaches you stuff because it's like level
you
1.
Words, yeah.
Like in level 1, what the fuck do you need to know what a bank is?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm trying to figure out how to save
order
my
something
life.
from McDonald's.
Yeah,
you know,
I don't
like
need to
tell this man please don't rob me. You know.
Yeah, I don't need
like,
to know like where the bank is.
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
not gonna ask where the bank is. I'm not moving there, dude. I don't need to start a new life in Guadalajara, bro.
I need to transfer it. On Duolingo's set up for people, money launderers. That's how they tell you what the schools are, the main roads, and the banks.
It's just like here's how you get around, and here's how you do your laundering. So,
and here's your bank account.
take that, and run with it, boys.
And
so.
then the owl reminds you to deposit every month.
Oh man, dude. Oh man. So cavemen take micro naps, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like cavemen, all the old pharaohs, all those people, Neanderthals. I'm saying, I think they just micro
because they're just getting hunted all the time, by
like
dinosaurs and
you gotta
whatnot.
stay on your toes and stuff. You're telling me that today's humans would still be an apex predator in the wild?
Oh yeah, dude, we have guns.
I mean, if you take in the technology, but you go put us out like yeah, I feel like some of the humans would still be like come out apex predators. Like throw Usain Bolt with no weapons or nothing out in Africa, my man coming back with the lion's head or something easily. Like he's making a spear like with the knowledge that motherfuckers have today.
No shot.
Probably not a lion's head.
No, dude, we're so soft, dude. But I know one thing for a fact is if I have to fight a lion, roundhouse poo kick. He's done. Roundhouse poo kick. He's done. Because I'm definitely shitting myself when I see a lion.
Oh yeah,
I'm definitely shitting myself.
Dog, like, have you seen
even
like,
if
the
I don't
videos
need to, I'm fucking shitting myself.
I'm telling you, a lion's paw is at least the size of your chest.
I will.
Like a
okay,
fully
so
grown one.
redaction. I am shitting myself if a lion is charging at me, trying to eat me and kill me, and then roundhouse poo kick into his mouth.
Does it? Okay. Yeah, instant salmonella.
He's done. He's done.
Because like I got a story. So
he's
like
done.
When I was a little kid at the zoo, not a lion, it's a gorilla, and you know how they say at the zoo, and they're like, don't make eye contact with the gorillas because you piss them off. I'm like 6
Dude,
years
I didn't
old.
know that.
I'm like 6 years old, and bro, it was like a sign just right at the Denver Zoo in the corner says, "Don't make eye contact with the gorillas." I'm standing there just like, I see a gorilla all the way in the back. Like, everybody's looking at the gorillas up close. I see one dead center in the back, and he's looking at me, and I'm like, oh, I'm staring contest.
You're like,
I'm,
fuck
I'm
this
like,
gorilla,
fuck this gorilla.
dude.
I got this. Stare right at it. And this motherfucker, I'm like thinking, like, nothing's gonna happen. The split second, I blink and look away. Full charge, motherfucker.
Like a weeping
shoulder
angel?
charge, dog. Just shoulder charged the glass right when he made contact. My little sister screamed around one way. I was in another exhibit. I was not
I feel
on
like
the
you
same
have to beat
premise.
them in the staring contest, or else they get like, they're like, oh, you're
Yeah,
a
you probably
bitch.
gotta assess
You know?
that dominance. But like, I'm a little kid that's just paying attention to everything. I'm like staring contest, and then all of a sudden I'm like, what's going on over here? This motherfucker hits
And he's
the
all like,
glass.
oh, you
Yeah.
fucking lost.
He
He's like,
hit
you
the
done
glass,
fucked up, boy.
I was gone, and all the rest of the time I'm just sitting there thinking, like, what is the protocol if a gorilla breaks the glass and busts out? Especially if all the gorillas, because, like, if them motherfuckers are like a family, I piss off one gorilla, all of them are coming after me. Like, I'm out, like...
Oh, no, dude.
Like,
So,
what animal would you run to in the zoo to try to protect you from a gorilla?
the fucking zookeeper with a fucking tranquilizer dart gun. Or the man who
Like-
shot Harambe. He is gonna save me. But speaking of Harambe, dude, I had a great idea. $1 million idea. And, copyright, don't take this, patent pending. I was going to make a lighter decal for the Bic lighters, like the cigarette lighters, that says Bics out for Harambe, and then it has Harambe holding like a banana, like a peeled banana.
Yeah, it should be like sideways, and he's holding it like right there.
Yeah.
And at the tip,
Yeah.
there's just a little.
Well, of
flame.
course, the innuendo.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course,
yeah.
of course. You know, and before we go, where can we find all of you guys?
You can find me Kendrick RL on Twitter. I don't have my Instagram set up yet.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Kendrick
it.
on Twitch sometimes. Yeah.
Kendrick on Twitch sometimes. So at Kendrick on Twitter. And where can we find you?
Find me at Obelios Gaming on Twitch and Twitter.
All right.
Say.
Great. And I'm Calamity. You can find me at what's my Twitch? Or not my Twitch, my Twitter?
Your Twitter is...
No, dude. We almost made it.
I want to say it's Calamity.
I think it's that too. We almost made it.
Calamity Gaming.
It's at Lamity Gaming, Lamity Gaming. You can at me on Twitter and ask any questions or topics that you want us to cover in the podcast. That'd be great. And you can also comment on this video too whenever you see it come out. And yeah. So,
Oh yeah.
everybody have a good one.